I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call.
Cheers everybody out there in the internet community. It is week 5 of this weight loss challenge between myself and a one Megan bitch-ass Tonjas. And I'm here to give you my update that I give so every week. And one of the main things that I had to deal with this past week was changing my diet up. I talked about it a little bit last week, but the main thing that happened is I'm not sticking hardcore to vegetable, legume, and protein every meal because that's not something that I can carry on for the rest of my life. That's something that I want to do to lose weight, but like Megan said last week, even if we lose 5 pounds, it's 5 pounds that we never want to gain back. So taking that first month to sort of get the first 10 off, I'm super trying now to make my diet to something that's reasonable. Like I've added fruit back in, and the occasional carb, though I'm sticking to having a day where I don't go crazy, but I have them. It's good for the mind to have a target as to when you can eat that thing again. Like I haven't had pizza, and I can't tell you how long, and that's my favorite, you know. So it's kind of good that I haven't, because then maybe when I go back and have it, it may not be as great as I remembered. But you know, example time. Bringing fruit back in is going to be very helpful. It's going to open up the doors a little bit more, and exercising more. This past week I went on a couple of walks and a couple of runs. I kind of messed up my quad, and when I came back in I did some other lifting type dealies without stretching again, so I was kind of put out for a couple of days. I didn't put out, I'm not that loose. I'm not like Megan. They just keep coming. But she's doing a day-to-day program that regulates her exercise, and I've got to try to find the right program for me to kickstart my ass back into fitness. Because I did actually play a sport back in high school. It was kind of because my mom really wanted me to, and it was a horrifying experience. But what it did teach me was having somebody to prove myself to in this situation, Megan, and or having somebody to, sorry, there's somebody outside, having somebody to tell you how to work out, to push faster, is very conducive to weight loss. Another thing that Megan's doing that I need to get onto as well, because it'll help my mind, is body measuring. Like she was measuring her arms, her thighs, her bust, her waist, and I need to get myself into doing... Did you see her before and after pictures? Like, I think I'm fucked. I might be. But there's still time, okay? So don't all give it to Team Megan. I'm a little worried. At least I have my Francis Coppola Cabernet Sauvignon to keep me company. Because people have told me, my girlfriend Andrea told me that my face looks a little bit slimmer. I can't tell, because I don't look at my face all the time. I'm not self-absorbed like Megan is. See, there's another one. So I want to be able to track how much I'm actually losing in terms of rent space. Also, I'm going to finish up my 3-part Zombies Run review. It's a running app on the iOS, and it's going to be coming soon to Android. If you go back and you watch my 2 previous reviews, it will be very different with some similarities when I talk about this final bit. Megan said a lot of good things last week in her video, and she's absolutely right. We behind the curtain in the pantomime. I've been listening to a lot of Queen, as you can tell. But it's great being able to have somebody that you can kind of weigh your anchor to kind of push you forward with something that you hope will be permanent for the rest of your life, you know? Like when Shay lost all of his weight, he said, I never want to be that big again, and now he's a big health nut. I don't know if I'm going to be a big health nut, but you know, I go on runs or whatever, just being healthier. And on that same note, I've gotten a couple of messages from some friends of mine telling me that me doing this with Megan has inspired them to eat better, to exercise, and I can't. That's great. I mean, isn't that what we're looking for? The ability to touch people, not like how Megan touches people, which is kind of creepy, but you know, in this region. To anybody else who, thanks to Megan or myself, I'm giving Megan more credit because she has more people watching, but to anybody else who's on this journey with us, I want to thank you for tagging along, and let me know what sort of obstacles you've overcome, as well as how you're doing, like what your status is. Mine's in the underbar. You can see my weight progression, but that's going to do it for me this week. You know, a lot of people have been telling me this throughout the course of my life, and it might be coming to fruition a little bit sooner, but I think I might be going insane. Until next time.